All right, welcome back, good people. Today we'll be talking about our PFL budget, or our personal finance literacy budget. So it looks like this. It is a Google Sheet. This is an example, so yours should say Hurst and your name at the end. And we're going to go over how to fill this out here in just a second. So first, let's hop back over to our PFL portfolio, and let's please make sure you have all 4 of the correct tabs open before we start. So you should have your PFL portfolio as your first one. It doesn't have to be in the specific order, but this is how I like to organize it. The PFL links document, your job link specifically that you get from here, whatever it was based on your college application, and then your PFL budget. So you should have all 4 of those tabs open. So let's scroll down here to part 2 for spend money. Please make sure you read through all of the directions for number 1, and then you complete number 2 at the very, very end. So here's the thing. Please make sure you've opened up the PFL budget, which we already have. Please notice that on our budget here, there are some columns that say single and stack up a whole bunch of different life situations, and there are some columns that say married/roomies. You cannot be by yourself for this project. You must have either a spouse or a roommate. You can only be single for the single columns. Here's the deal. Roomies can only share these 3 things: rent, utilities, and cable and internet. This will make a little more sense once we get together. So once you and your roommate are together, we'll do an example column about that. Okay, so married people, if you are married, you can list both of your incomes at the very, very top, and you can share every single bill, not just these particular things. So you're going to fill this out using the budget menu. Okay, so for our example here, I am a nurse, okay? So I have calculated my stuff out on number 6. The answer we put for number 6, my disposable monthly income, is the number that I start to work with for the rest of my budget. Now, I am person A, so I put my number over here. It's 2612 and 36 cents, 2612 and 36 cents. Boom. Okay, so if you'll notice, this particular sheet is set up so that you have got... I'll go ahead and clear these out real fast. This is set up so that you don't have to do any math. You can just kind of plug in chug with your numbers and see if it works. So here's the deal. We're going to go 1 column at a time, okay? Just 1 column at a time. So we're going to start with column B. Now, here at the top of column B, I am person A. I am single for this column. Please make sure you check and see what your marital status is for this column. And if it ain't right, please make sure you make it right. Okay, so for single, at this particular time, even if I have a spouse or a roommate, I'm going to put them to the side here for a second, and I'm going to make sure that my single column is carried out perfectly without any of their money helping me out. Okay, so I have this much money to spend for all of my bills and all my extracurricular activities. So instead of y'all having to go online and look up rent or a mortgage for a house or vehicle payments, we have decided as a Civics PLC to put all of that in one document. So let's pop back over here to our portfolio for a second. You fill this out using the budget menu, okay? When you open the budget, I'll say it again, your monthly income is the answer for number 6. That's what you put in for your disposable income. For each orange section, read through all of the options and choose which level best suits your budget, okay? Just saying, if you are a part-time retailer, the Lexus is probably not going to be in your comfort zone. You're probably not going to be able to afford the Lexus, just saying. All right, so the blue line at the bottom of every budget column should say 0. If you've got leftover money, please put it in savings or retirement. Okay, so here's how this works. We are going to go scroll down here on the budget to the very, very bottom real quick. Okay, so every single one of these, clothing, communication, entertainment, debt, savings, all of this, I have to take into account every month. Okay, so my budget balance, that's how much I have left. So my blue line at the bottom is how much I have left. Where do I have $400? No, here it is. Okay, so all of this, if you will notice, some of these say required. Took them out, but shouldn't have required. It's optional. You can walk if you want, or bike, or longboard, hovercraft, whatever. Okay, so now that I've got this all together, it's required. You cannot live in a box. You must live in an actual house. So we go over here to our portfolio, and we click on this beautiful budget menu. You have 3 choices for every single thing. So if you'll notice, all of these are orange, like your orange rows across your budget. So the first thing we need to get settled is our house, okay? So if you're going to rent or you're going to buy, you have to see. Okay, so I know as a nurse, I make over $40K a year, so I'm good, and I have to save at least $200 a month. So if I want to buy this house with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, it's real cute, there we go, all right, I have to have at least $200 that I put into the bank every month in case something terrible happens, okay? So my monthly mortgage is $450, my homeowner's fee is $90, and my utilities are about $200. So let me go over to my budget and see if I have enough for that. Now, if I want to buy this house, I put $450 right here. My homeowner's fee is $90. My utilities are $200, and then I have to scroll down to the bottom to see where it says savings. That's how much I have to contribute. If I decide to buy a house, I have to put $200 in there. Now, do I have, I'm not going to worry about student loan at this point. Now, I have $1,600 left. This is just me paying for my house. So you don't have to keep it there. You can play around with the numbers a little bit, and notice how I'm only staying in column B. I'm just worried about myself as a single adult. You must have column B filled out before you move on and find a partner and do column C, okay? So speaking of columns real quick, please notice every other column says that you're single. So here we go, single. Now we are a single parent because you got a little person in your life, and now we got a single parent with credit card debt, so single parent and some real world stuff, and then single parent with credit card debt and a wild card. So these 2 columns over here have to do with anything that's an unexpected cost, okay? So this is just my example for how to fill out the single column. Now I'm going to go back over here to my budget menu. So now I should have 5 tabs open: portfolio, budget menu, links, nurse, and budget, okay? So now I go down to the next one, transportation. Am I going to own a car? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Do I want a Jeep? Yes. Why not? Okay, so I have decided that I want an SUV. I'm going to get myself a Wrangler. It's $300 a month for the payment, and it's $280 in gas because that junk is loud, okay? So we have $300 in my vehicle payment, and then I have $280 as my gas payment. Now I go to the bottom. I still have $1,000 left for the rest of my budget. Okay, so then I look at groceries. I slip down here, single. I'm gonna put 2 black toilet paper. Oh my gosh, definitely need that. Y'all know I'm kind of fancy about what I eat, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna do abundant. So I'm single. Remember, this is just me in my house. There's nobody else. So I'm gonna put $225 as my food budget. $225. Done. Okay, I still have $800 left to spend. And if you paid attention at the beginning, this blue line has got to say 0. You have to have a place for all of your money, okay? Then I'm going to pop back over here to the budget. I go down to childcare. I don't have children right now, so I don't have to worry about that. Please notice how we have crossed all of this out for you. It is X's. If you see X's, leave them alone. Like in real life, do the same thing on this budget, okay? Okay. All right. Too real? We'll see. All right, so for health insurance and co-pays, this is on my job link. You must have insurance. You can't be walking around without insurance. That's not how it works, okay? So your that is not how you spell monthly. Good grief. Okay, your monthly premium is mandatory and is on your job link. So here I go over to my nurse tab, and then I scroll down to see my health insurance. It's just me, and all I have is $75 a month. Now, I don't wear glasses or contacts, so I don't have to worry about this. I don't take any meds on a regular basis unless I have a sinus infection, so I can cross that off also. If this does not pertain to you, if you don't wear glasses or contacts, don't put that in there. If you don't take meds on a regular basis, don't put that in there. Please notice, though, glasses or contacts says $200 a year, and we're making a monthly budget, not a yearly budget. So please make sure that you take that and divide by 12 and round to the nearest cent. I'm not going to budget for ER copays because I'm not anticipating going to the emergency room every month, okay? So I'm going to give myself $75 for a premium and then $25 in case I have to go to the doctor. Now, I don't necessarily use that, but it's there anyways. So $75 for my premium, which is what it costs to have insurance, and then $20 in case I go to the doctor. Let me check how much I have left. $700. Here we go. All right, so let's hop down to clothing. Let's say we're talking about this. Abundant name brand. Let's do that. let's give ourselves a nice fit out here. So that's $100, and I have no kids, so I can just cross that whole thing out in my mind. So then I have 100 for that. Let's check, still 600 bucks. Go back to the budget menu, pick myself out a phone, an entertainment package, a student loan, and see how much I have for retirement. So for this one, communication, a cell phone. I don't like iPhones, but I guess I'll have one for this one. Okay, so 120 for this. It's just me. Don't have to have another phone. Ultimate cable is 120, and then multiple streaming services is $30, and the best high-speed internet is 70. So I decided instead of just the basic cable internet, I'm going to just do this instead. So I'm going to put 100 over here and 120 for a phone. Okay, so here I go. I got 120 for my phone. And then for entertainment package, let's do moderate because I know I like to eat at Moe's. And I like to have a nice haircut. So, and I need it just occasionally. So 100 bucks for that. Ooh, and then I have to pop up here for 100 for my streaming services. Student loan. Look at your job description. Here we go. Job description. Do I have a student loan? Yes, I do. My monthly payment is $200. Remember, I'm making a monthly budget here. So that is 200 bucks. Boom. I still got $152, and I put that junk in retirement. 152, 36. Voila. Zero. Completed budget. Done. Finished. Okay? So that's how it should be for the single column. Rinse and repeat for married with roomies, and this time you get to split some bills unless you're married, and then you just add both of your incomes. Okay, so you put your own income here first because you are the person that this spreadsheet belongs to. Let's say they make $3,000 per month. Okay, now you got $5,600 to play with. You fill that column all the way down to 0. Remember, just go one column at a time. Okay, and that is how you fill out a budget.